Juliana's morning walks were her sanctuary, a time to clear her mind and enjoy the peace of the neighborhood. It was on one of these serene strolls that she first heard it, a tiny, desperate mewing that seemed to rise above the rustling of leaves and distant hum of traffic. The sound was so faint that Juliana almost missed it, but something about the vulnerability in that cry tugged at her heartstrings. She paused, scanning her surroundings, and then she saw it. A cardboard box, weathered and tipped on its side, just off the path. Her curiosity piqued. Juliana approached the box cautiously. Inside, she found a tiny, shivering kitten nestled among shredded newspaper. The kitten was pitifully thin, its ribs visible beneath its fur, but what struck Juliana most were its ears. They were enormous, far too large for its small, delicate head, and they ended in sharply pointed tips. The kitten's eyes were wide with fear, but it didn't make a move to escape as Juliana gently reached into the box. Without a second thought, Juliana scooped the kitten into her arms, tucking it into her coat to warm it up. The kitten's tiny body seemed almost weightless, and it snuggled into the warmth of her embrace, emitting a soft, relieved purr. As she made her way back to her apartment, Juliana's mind raced. Who could have abandoned such a fragile creature? And why? Once inside the comfort of her home, Juliana carefully unwrapped the kitten from her coat and placed it on a soft blanket. The little one was still shivering, so she quickly prepared a dish of warm milk. The kitten lapped it up with a surprising hunger, its oversized ears twitching with each gulp. Watching the kitten eat, Juliana felt a surge of affection. There was something endearing about this little creature with its odd proportions and fierce determination to survive. She decided to name the kitten Ziggy after the Jedi Master with big ears. Ziggy, despite his frail appearance, was full of energy. Within days, he had transformed from a scared, shivering bundle into a playful and mischievous companion. He chased shadows, pounced on imaginary prey, and batted at the ends of Juliana's scarves with an enthusiasm that made her laugh out loud. However, his comically oversized ears and rapidly growing legs made him a bit clumsy. He often tumbled over himself in his excitement. As the weeks passed, Ziggy continued to grow, and so did Juliana's love for him. But along with his growth came a nagging worry. Ziggy's ears, which had been large from the start, seemed to be getting even bigger, far outpacing the rest of his body. His legs had grown long and slender, giving him an almost gangly appearance. Juliana found herself making more and more trips to the pet store as Ziggy's appetite became insatiable. One night, unable to ignore her concerns any longer, Juliana turned to the internet for answers. She started by looking up different cat breeds, hoping to find some explanation for Ziggy's unusual appearance. But the more The cat had been nursed back to health and eventually adopted out, but it seemed likely that she had a litter before being rescued. Dr. Miller believed that Ziggy was one of her offspring,